greatest moment for me would be when I was 28, getting called up to the Welsh team, playing South Africa in that amazing stadium next to us. Yeah, at the age of 28, I played for under 18s, 19s, 21s, Wales A7s, and this guy called Warren Gatland came in and he said, you're starting against the world champion South Africa in November 2008. And I got man of the match, had a blinder, ripped them apart really. And yeah, great memories, and yeah, that's one of the, probably the best memories I've ever had. I'd probably say pre-World Cup 2011, we had a trials match out there, stadium against Argentina. I didn't make the original squad, and Ryan Jones went down with a calf injury. Gatland comes up to me and he said, you're starting against Argentina. First 3 minutes of the game, Alan Wynne popped it off, scored that try. Had a great game, made a load of tackles. I think I made 22 tackles that game. And I made the World Cup squad to that try. Only scored one try for Wales, but it was the best try ever, especially a full crowd and they're going berserk. So yeah, good try. Probably say Henry Tuilagi. All the Tuilagis are a nightmare to tackle. They're just so big. I think he had a 21-inch neck. I think his thighs were something like 35, 36 inches. And when he was coming at you, you just close your eyes and just hope you just tackle him. But he was a nightmare. Like I played with him in Leicester, he was still the same, just a physical specimen. They all are, and they're good athletes as well. So Henry Tuilagi. Well, it's not a hard one, it's easy. I think it's, well, it was a millennium, but it's a principality now. The whole stadium is amazing. The crowd are the best. And it's just electric when you're in there, and by miles it's the best stadium. I'd have to go Tom James, the winger, played for Cardiff, Wales. He had a Passat, and he used to come down the road in the Vale. He'd be swerving, he wouldn't let cars go past him on the A470. And the complaints would go into the Cardiff. Me and Tom would be in the offices, die young all the time. But no, he was a character, great guy, and yeah, awful driver. I'd have to go Tom James again. Just very quiet, but then if something happened, he'd be a guy to rely on. He was a boxer, he was a good athlete as well, but he was just tough. I can remember he gave Xavier Rush a slap in training once, and Rushy didn't say anything back to him ever again. Tough guy, but a lovely guy. Dan Barr, a bit older than me, but a gentleman again, but he just had that edge about him where you wouldn't want to go mess with him. Canadian as well, wrestler. You know, he probably wouldn't throw a punch, he just wrestled to get you in a ball and just choke you out or something like that on the floor. But he was just a tough guy. England under 21s, we went down to Newbury, and I think we beat Ollie Barkley, was playing for them then, England. We beat him. We went out in Newbury that night, and we were staying in this hotel. There was a little field next door with sheep in, and I'd gone in the field, got a few sheep, put them in the boys' room, and when the boys come back, there was sheep. And you can imagine sheep everywhere in their room, and they think, what has gone on in here? And I took a hefty fine for that, but it was one of the best cracks I've ever seen. But it was banter the next day as well. Yeah, there's been a few times where, well, probably really can't say in camera, but you can, but it's not that bad, you know, where you've had probably a few too many beers the night before and you're nervous. And I can remember it was against Llanelli. I was playing for Merthyr captain, and I'd done a dinner the night before up in Gaucho's in West London somewhere. And I think I got in at 6 o'clock in the morning. I had to get on a train, and I was ready to ring the coach and say I can't play, but I thought, no, you have to man up, you're a captain. And I ended up having a blinder of a game, and we beat Llanelli. And I can remember in the change room after, I put my hand on, I said, sorry lads, I let you all down today. I was on the last night. And Stan, who was a money man, he said, right, we're finding you a grand for that. If you find me a grand, I don't know why I was outspoken, just said I was out. I got away with it, but yeah, it was probably, there's been a few times where I played with a few too many beers, and but sometimes you play well, and then others you have a nightmare, so you don't go out the night before. But you know, I think it's changed now with the professionalism as it is. This is quite serious, actually. I think I went through a stage where I was gambling a lot, spending too much money on cars, I probably at the time didn't take it too serious, rugby. And then the older I got, and especially when I moved to Cardiff, probably become a little bit more professional. You have to look after players now. I think there's a lot more support for players now these days. You know, I think I was gambling a lot, way too much, and spending too much money on cars. But clothes as well, silly stuff as well. But yeah, I'd probably go to the gambling bit. I think you need to get that out because it's probably going to help some other players who are going through that. Probably say playing Breathe away for Sale. Picked a very young side. All we had to do was get a losing bonus point, which we did. We all got after having a few beers with the fans, and we all got a bit excited. And I can remember we were trying to get to this nightclub, flagged this like little Peugeot down, and a guy got out. One of the players got in there with a few of the players, nicked the car. They got stopped further down the road with the police, and we ended up getting tear gassed. And we got let off, and we went to this nightclub. Imagine going to a nightclub, all the fumes are still on us. Emptied this club. Went back to the hotel. Sammy Tuatupo set the fire extinguishers off. Come into the boys' rooms, spraying the boys with, extinguishers. And then I think 6 o'clock in the morning, Steve Diamond set the fire alarm off. He was head coach. Managed his 3K run. Got us all on his 3K run. And boys were dying, going into Brooks, dying and drinking water at the Brooks. And yeah, finding a load of the boys, and it was absolutely carnage. But some of these players have gone on to play for England, Wales, so it must have done them a bit of good. So yeah, quite a wild little story that. Well, I think probably 2010, I think the golf cart. They gave me a 4-match ban and took the 18.5 grand away from me for beating Scotland. So yeah, I don't think I'll be doing that ever again. But I think that'll go down in history. I think good and bad reasons, really. So I've had a few BMWs. They were quite nice, 335 diesel coupe, but I had a Richard Burns special edition Subaru. I was into my rallying, loved my rallying. And I can remember when I was down in Newport and Cardiff, I used to turn up in the car park, and we had like a limited slip diff on the car. I used to pull it to the one side, and used to do donuts in the car, in the car park. And the players, I'd always be late coming to training, and the coaches would be looking out the window, and there'd be chippings flying everywhere. And then Tom James would then be laughing his head. Well, it was just, the moments you had. So I'd probably say a Subaru Richard Burns RB5, I think it was. Barbarians, 2009, playing against Richie McCaw, Bismarck du Plessis, Brian Abana. But I'd say a guy called Jonah Lomo, watching him as a kid, and you think what an athlete he was. And I was very lucky enough to come to Cardiff, play with him. And I remember the first game we played Calvazano away. He was on the wing, I was 8. And just being around that guy, what he was, it was amazing. And sadly he's not with us anymore, but what a guy. And he probably brought rugby on the map, really. So I'd have to say Jonah Lomo. I've had a few, Mike Phillips, but I think Gethin Jenkins, get a conversation out of him. But he's a great guy, just hard work. But yeah, just talk to him, just one word answers. But yeah, Gethin Jenkins. Ron Skinners are great. They are the best. They look after me very well, and they're just a great package. The people there are so good and make you feel welcome. Yeah, so Ron Skinners are the best.